welcome back to my channel. Junk Jenny here for a week 3 update. Whoop, whoop. I've made it 3 weeks, thank goodness. Whoop. Talk a little bit about what is happening in my world. Somewhere between Tuesday and Wednesday, I made the decision that I'm going strict carnivore. And I felt good about this. Did a lot of research, figured out, what I need to do, and I slowly started weaning myself to that point, which Sunday will be my day 1, which is today, the day that you're seeing this video. I have pretty much what I did was, because I was drinking Diet Cokes, but I had gotten a little too dependent on Diet Coke, so I cut them out of my life. I think I'm 5 days from having a Diet Coke. And then I slowly took off like the yogurt, the keto stuff that they sell out there. I slowly took myself off of those. So I'm going to be strict carnivore. That's it. I'm going to have some meat, I'm going to have some butter, and sparkling water and water. That's it. That's all I'm allowed. But it's going to be great. I feel like this is going to be a great turn for me. It's really going to help to shred the weight that I want and, purifying this body, because everything that I've researched on it, it sounds like it's for me. So this is what I'm going to be doing now. Whoop, whoop. So it's a keto now / carnivore journey. I look forward to seeing how the results go. Yesterday I pretty much ate carnivore, except for I had one last final treat of those Keto Rebel ice cream at night. That was my last hurrah of, moving from keto to carnivore. So this morning consisted of scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, ham, stuff like that is the things that I have on the menu. Pretty much I'm gonna try to consume more eggs. I'm not really an egg fan at all, but I'm gonna make myself an egg fan because I only get meat and eggs, so I have to consume them in my life. And I know that it's acquired taste, and eventually I will be liking that, I guess. Let's think about what else has happened. We did go roller skating. I did get out there and give it a try, which the last time I went roller skating I was 30 pounds less. So when I went out there I was very unsteady, very unsure, and I didn't make it. But I am going to post my picture of my skates. They were on. I did try to make a commitment to go out there, but I got too scared and just afraid to fall, and just, story of my life, afraid to fall. Let's talk a little bit about that. The journey to weight loss, and people afraid to fall, that they don't give it all. But I've reached that point where I was last year, that I was like, I'm done, I'm finished, I'm out. And when you get to that point of you're done and you're finished, and you're not scared to fall anymore, because if I fall, I'm gonna dust myself off and get back up. And that's the only way to do this. It's the only way to live. It's the only way to be healthy in your life, is to keep moving forward, not backwards. So I have set my goal of keep moving forward and not moving backwards. To the front. I want to be shredded, because everything that I've researched on people doing the carnivore diet and adding their walking and their weightlifting and stuff like that, because we all have muscle inside over our layers of chunky fat, but they're shredded, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be shredded. I want to see that. I want to see that 6-pack and the guns a-blazing. I want to see all that, because I know that it's in there, because I'm incredibly strong. My sister always calls me an ox, so I am super strong. So I know that she exists somewhere deep down in this body of fun. My weight, I have fluctuated, and I think I'm up like 0.6 pounds, which is weird, for being so strict and where I've been, that I actually gained 0.6. So I'm not really, I just know that it's an adjustment and things are happening, and I can't look at the actual number on the scale. I have to look at how I'm feeling. And I'm definitely, going back to the beginning of keto, when I started this journey, I felt the absolute worst I've ever felt in my entire life because I had fallen that far from my journey. And I felt horrible. That first 3 days that keto flu was no joke. I felt like junk. And then it leveled out and I felt good. Was getting that, the energy, getting that motivation and getting it going again. And then last week when I decided to switch it to carnivore and going off Diet Cokes and going off everything I said I went off of, it made me feel like junk again. Because now I got to get rid of all that stuff that was substituting the sugar in my life, which is not sugar, they say, but it really is. It really affects you if you're doing those kind of things. So I strongly suggest and try to, motivate you to, if you're eating those prepackaged keto things, the snacks, just because they say they're keto, just because they say you can have a Diet Coke, doesn't really mean that you can. Because what I have found and what I'm learning about myself is that spikes my sugar level. Even if it's not really sugar, it's that fake sugar, it spikes me and then makes me feel like crap. And then I have to have another one in order to keep going. So it wasn't really helping me, it was just making me feel worse. Even though in my mindset, I was like, it helps me and I'm doing this. But in reality, it really wasn't. So baby steps, if y'all can take things off of your list and slowly just work it out until you get to where you need to be. And it's been a journey. It's been a long journey for me. This has come full circle. I've been learning how to eat, learning how to, see what bothers my body, see what fuels my body, how do I feel? And coming to this revelation is like, wow, really? I'm like, I could have, I look at it too, and then I start thinking, well, I could have done this last year, and it might have been so much better. But in reality, I wasn't ready. I wasn't there. I wasn't in this mindset. I was in the keto mindset, and I was on, game on, I'm doing this. But I was sabotaging myself. And, tons of people have been commenting that, you gotta get off those, those are horrible, and I wasn't ready to listen to that. I wasn't there, but now I'm there. So now I'm telling you, you gotta get off that kind of stuff if you're doing it. Natural is best. If it's growing from the ground, then let it be known that you could eat it. I mean, you just, the way that people describe it is go back to, what they ate back in the day when they just lived off the farm. They didn't have a grocery store, they lived off the farm. So what did they eat? That's what we should be eating. Not all this processed, not all this blah. I am, and I have to say that I am no medical doctor. I have no training in anything. I'm just going off of my physical body and how I feel and how it's affecting me, and trying to motivate people to, get on the wagon, or just to see, the reality of, how bad we harm our bodies. So we're gonna heal our bodies now. Yay! I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for, watching my videos and liking these and subscribing to me. Truly an honor. I'm so blessed to have everybody in my life that, that really cares about what's happening with me and really wants, that motivation to pick themselves back up and keep going. It is truly a blessing and an honor that, you've clicked on this button and you've made it this far, and you find interest in me. Thank you. Little old me. I always say that. Little old me. Junk kitty. But I just want to thank y'all, and thank you for the comments. As you know, I comment on every single comment that somebody says. I give you something that I'm telling you that I read everybody's comment, and I acknowledge every single person. And as my channel grows, I plan to do the same thing. I plan to, everybody, gets a like, everybody gets a comment, because, we are a family. I always say that. We're family. Mia familia. And we are truly a family. And I look forward to, hearing your, what's happening with y'all and what's happening with your eating. And, get out and move that body, because January was move the body. Every day, get a move on. And I did do some walking. There was, because so much different atmosphere now. Last week it was snowing, and now it's It's like 40 degrees, but it's still a little chilly, but it's not anything that it was. There were a few days that I didn't make my goal, and you know, I faltered down that, but you know, I plan on still moving that body and get it going, girl. And I believe in you, and you believe in me, and we're gonna get this journey going even further. I just want to thank each and every one of y'all. Don't forget to hit that like and the subscribe and follow. And let's get this journey going. Junk Jenny's out. Bye. I said bye.